It's my first time at conference.
Actually my second time at NHS Confed.
It's my second time at a Confed conference.
I've been 2 or 3 times before, but in Liverpool, not here. So I'm really excited to be in Manchester as a different venue.
The biggest issue for us is the finances. I work in a CCG, I'm a clinician, and I see everyone struggling to make ends meet and yet deliver better performance with increasing demand, with less money. How do we all strive to do that in a really high quality way?
I think the issue that most concerns me is the growing pressure on the NHS right across the UK, manifesting itself financially in England and more in terms of waiting list growth and so forth in Northern Ireland.
I'd like to hear some reality checks for the public. I think the public need to take note that the service is under strain and how they can look after themselves better. I think we really have to push the self-care agenda. I think we need to reinvest back in public health.
We've tried Better Care Fund and seen that fail, and now we're on to the STP, and I think that that's our big chance at the moment, and I really want that to work. So should that be working across providers and commissioners, and how should we make that deliver what we absolutely know patients need, because that's why we're here, better outcomes for patients.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your conference chair, Anita Anand.
Conference. It's 40 years since this week since I joined the NHS. Well, 40 years ago there was remarkable similarities too. The NHS was getting over a bitter dispute with junior doctors who took industrial action over new contracts. And the year before, the government held an in-out vote on Europe, with 67% of voters actually voting to stay in Europe. So we've managed to be at the conference 10 minutes, and we've mentioned Europe twice now.
Although there's something fitting about this conference coming to Manchester, the requirement to build a place-based approach to health policy is definitely not unique to Manchester. I say that for myself as the independent chair of the Birmingham and Solihull STP, and there's always been a whiff of friendly rivalry along the M6. But more importantly, I say it on behalf of all 44 STPs. We've heard it said too often. Our services are fragmented. We pay for activity, not outcomes. We treat conditions, not people. We protect structures, not patients. Too often we find ourselves responding to the urgent rather than dealing with the important. And we don't use the information and the opportunities which are open to us to prevent or to delay the onset of illness or to provide proper caring and support services. The result of this is that our citizens become ill unnecessarily, with the inevitable result that resources which could have been used to enable people to lead more fulfilling lives have to be used to treat people who need not have been ill and should never have been allowed to become ill. I think the STP process is an opportunity to rewrite these rules.
I think Stephen's absolutely right. I think there are very big questions for everybody to answer. We need to get on with them, but they need to be well thought out, evidence questions, things that work need to happen.
He's put the agenda into the context of what is happening now and what needs to happen now in a much broader way. It's not just about the NHS, and I don't just come from an NHS background, so I really, really welcomed it.